Hi, I'm Barry Watts from Wealth Care, and I want to talk to you about how to earn higher interest rates for longer. For a long time, interest rates were very low in the United States, and only last year did they begin to climb. In fact, interest rates are today higher than they have been in over 20 years. People are pretty excited about that. And as a result, they're running to the banks and buying CDs and other investment vehicles for short periods of time at higher rates that they really like, in some cases above 5%. Well, I want to talk to you about what we think is going to happen in the interest rate markets and how you might change your habits a little bit that would allow you to earn higher interest rates for longer. Now, I've already mentioned that interest rates have gone up higher in the past year than they have in the past 20 years, so we're at a 20-year high. And you'd like to preserve that for probably as long as possible. And buying one-year maturities is no way to preserve that. Because if you buy a 1 year today at 5%, there's a pretty good chance a year from now, when the time comes to renew, you'll be renewing at a lower rate. You see, the Fed has recently raised interest rates for what we believe is the last time, and we think the next major move in interest rates could be downward, and a year from now, we could be at rates less than half of what they are today. So we'd like to preserve the rates that are available today for a longer period of time. Now, this is an interesting time because you can get a 1 year maturity for 5.5% today, and you can get a 5-year maturity for 5.5% today. You might ask yourself, well, why would I bother going 5 years if it's not going to pay me any more than 1 year? And that's a good question, but there's an answer that you might not have thought about. And it's simply this. Your 1 year maturity will mature in 1 year, and you'll have to renew at whatever the rate is then. Your 5-year maturity locks in an interest rate for 5 years. And so wouldn't it make sense, if you've got money that you want to keep in a fixed interest kind of environment, to spread that money out over a different set of maturities so that not all of your money matures in 1 year, and so you could lock in higher interest rates for a longer period of time? For example, wouldn't it make sense to put some money in at 1 year, and some money in at 2 years, and some money in at 3 years, and 4 years, and 5 years? That's called laddering your maturities. And right now, for example, if you put money in for 5.5% at 5 years, or 5.5% for 1 year, well, though the rates are the same, if you split that money up, the money that's in the longer period of time will earn the higher interest rate in case the 1 year money drops to a lower rate at maturity. So by laddering your maturities, you're able to lock in an interest rate for a longer period of time. And if interest rates happen to go up, well, guess what? In 1 year, you'll be able to renew at an even higher interest rate at that time. So nobody knows what interest rates are going to do for sure. We try to read the tea leaves and see and think about them. But I think this is a time to not be putting all of your money into short-term 1 year maturities. People do that because of habit. The banks have kind of trained them to think in 12-month periods of time. And so when I ask, why did you tie all this money up for 12 months at this interest rate? They say, well, the rate's really good. Indeed, the rate is really good. But the rate for 5 years is good, and the rate for 10 years is even better. And so I would advocate, put some money in at 1 year, put some money in at 3 years, put some money in at 5 years, maybe even put some money in at 10 years, and lock in interest rates for a longer period of time so that if interest rates fall, you've got a higher interest rate mix. And if interest rates rise in 1 year, you'll be able to ratchet up to the new higher rate. I'm Barry Watts from the Wealth Care Corporation. We're here to help you. If there's any way we can do that, just reach out to us at the number on your screen below. If you like this content, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watts on Wealth, or go to savingyourtaxes.com for more information.